All right, so I am working in Pixlr E for this video. This is for anyone who has just absolutely not had access to the Adobe software or the virtual fleet versions of Photoshop. I know there's like 2 or 3 people that just cannot access it at all and need to work in Pixlr E. Um, so essentially the first part of this project is the same as it would be in Photoshop. So I've already lassoed it out. So I've just used my lasso tool here, gone around it, gone to select, invert selection, deleted the background, and then used my marquee selection tool to draw my shape here. So if you need that video, that's just our progress check 1 video. It's the same in Pixlr E as it is in Photoshop. But where things differ is when we start drawing our geometric shapes. So I'm going to come up here to my lasso tool and I'm going to select my polygon lasso tool. So similar to in Photoshop, the polygonal lasso tool and the polygon lasso tool are basically the same thing. So you're going to start at the top here and start drawing your shapes. So there is my first triangle, and you can see that I've connected it because we have these dancing dots. So the issue with working in Pixlr E is that you're not able to average the colors within your selection. So to get kind of a similar effect, I'm going to use my eyedropper tool, and I'm just going to pick a color from within my selection here that I feel like would kind of probably be the average. So I'm going to say probably that. So I've selected it. You can see it's selected because it comes up right here. So in order to fill in that triangle that I've drawn with this color over here that I just selected with my eyedropper tool, I'm going to go up to Edit and then down to Fill. And the default color here is the one that I've selected. So then I click Apply. So now that is filled in. So then I'm just going to deselect, go back into my polygon lasso tool, and I would start drawing my next triangle. So something like that. And then I would do the same thing. I'd pick up my eyedropper tool, I'd go in and I'd find a shade within that that I feel like is kind of average, and then edit, fill. This is changed now to the color I picked, apply, and then select, deselect or control D, and then I would go back to my lasso tool, my polygon tool, and continue that process just like I would in Photoshop. It's just a couple different steps, and it's not really the average, but as long as our colors aren't too similar side by side, so that's going to be up to you to make sure you're using the eyedropper tool and selecting ones that are a little bit different, then it'll still work. And then when you're done, you're going to file and you're going to save it. And you want to make sure you save the PXD so we can continue working on it next class.